Hi, today we're going to talk about how to find a good real estate deal. You know, you can talk about this business all you want to and all the ins and outs, but nothing happens if you don't find a deal. I'm Mitch Stephen, and I've purchased a property about every 4 to 5 days in or about my hometown of San Antonio, Texas for over 2 decades. I buy houses like regular people buy rolls of toilet paper. Every day, it's what I'm doing. I'm an expert at buying houses. There are so many ways to find houses, it's not even funny, but we're going to talk about some of the ways, starting with a little bitty budget or no budget, all the way up to a pretty lucrative budget. And at the end of this episode, I'm going to give you a whole list of resources that could help you in your journey to mine for houses. Early in my career, I would put out hundreds upon hundreds of bandit signs. And when I didn't have a house to look at, I was putting out bandit signs, trying to get a lead so there was a house to look at. And that was my MO. It only took a little bit of luck from those signs to produce a house that made me 20 grand, and now I have a budget. I don't have a very big budget because I was scared. I needed money to live on. I didn't know how long that 20 grand was going to last. And so I was very new in this business and I didn't want to spend a lot, but I made myself a little budget. That little budget might have included someone else to go put out signs while I followed up on the few leads that I had. And that didn't take very much. So the rubber meets the road by finding a house. Anything that's less than finding a house is not really what you need to be doing. So on a zero budget, bandit signs are good. If you have a little bit of money, then you can go into driving for dollars. It takes gas, it takes a car, it takes wear and tear on a car. Maybe it takes a cell phone and some apps, but you can drive for dollars. And driving for dollars just means basically what it says. You get in your car, you start driving neighborhoods up and down the streets, all the streets, looking for vacant or abandoned houses, or looking for houses that obviously the owner is in trouble because you can tell by the disrepair or the state of the property that it's probably not a good story. And so we'll do driving for dollars. In the beginning, maybe you're driving for dollars. In the end, when you have bigger budgets, maybe you're paying other people to drive for dollars. I found that in an average day driving, I could pick up between 90 and 130 leads on vacant houses or houses in disrepair. Most of them would be vacant houses. That's really what I'm looking for. Some place where no one's living in it, and then I really like, when I do the research, to see that not only is the owner not living in it, but I can find an address where the owner lives someplace else. Because the driving doesn't just stop when you find the house that's vacant. It'll stop when you find where the owner lives. And so I drive my car over there and talk to that guy. It's probably one of the simplest and most invigorating ways, because while you're driving for dollars, you should be calling on every for sale sign you see just to start to know the price of that neighborhood, to know what they're asking. You know, one of the things I teach my students when they're brand new in a business is to know the values in their areas. How do you do that? Is you call on every for sale house there is and ask what's the price, how many square feet is it, how many bedrooms is it, and then if you do that 100 times in a row, and then on the 101st time you call someone and you start to recognize a number that seems very low, now you know you have deals. So driving for dollars and bandit signs are things that we can do to begin with. So if you like this conversation, be sure to subscribe, because I'm going to be going deeper into the ways to find houses. So hit the subscribe button and don't miss a thing.